Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, a special edition of Rage Across New York. Hi everyone, it's been a while. Today we have the Worm Raiders pack. They have a wonderful quest they decided upon today with their newest member, their young Cleath Xavier. They are all gathered on the steps. Let's say outside of Kotori's den as he is gathering talons in estates that he is not often in. He is different. And it's here that we'll start our scene.
Oh, yeah. Got everything I need. Got everything I need. Yes, yes. Everything I need. Everything I need. Yes, yes. More paint? Yes, yes. Airbrush? Yes. Uh, mm, mm. Oh god. This is going to be one hell of a ride.
Well, as we say in our national anthem in my country, better to die in battle in full glory than to be as a slave in your ancient lands.
Sure, get your things. Get your things. And he just, push with his muzzle, he push the talons. So they can find Andre can see that there are two Gaia's Breath and actually two there's the war paint cans and two that he never saw. One is shaped like a dreamcatcher, and the other one is a stone. Is a stone that is marked with a sign that he will probably not know because it's a native tongue, and it's basically it's a stone on a necklace with, of course, animal origin for the cord.
Cool.
So yes, if you get when you go to the Umbra and he wave his paws to the Dreamcatcher, you can activate this one to never get lost. Well, you will know where you come from. It's the best that I can do for you. And this one, it will make your skin hard as stone.
Mm-hmm.
So, and out of the darkness, Slink or Stork smiles. So where exactly are we going?
Told you. Where the light never shines, we're going to the abyss. We're going to the darkness, where all objects are lost. Everything that is past is lost there. Yep. Oh, you're probably going to like it, or not. And he just give Smiles the talent for his talents.
Right.
Well, it's sounding.
Smiles kind of looks at them while he tries and figures out how to carry them.
Most of them comes with something that you can wear them. I forgot my English today, so basically you can tell that those are animal intestines that have been dried in the sun.
Okay, so you can kind of just loop them over his head or something.
Yep.
Awesome.
And he explains to the other Worm Raiders basically what all the talents do, and since Now, all the Worm Raiders are present. Kotori will ask for Andre to open the cans of paint,
Mm-hmm.
and he
So.
starts to put his paws inside it, and he starts to make a very deep chant that well, only only a native who is not there would understand. But he is basically doing a war chant as he is starting to apply the very bright paint on each of the member of the Worm Raiders, blessing them and asking Chameleon to watch over them and to confuse their enemy so that they can strike back into their heart.
Very good, very good. I approve. And you don't hear me saying that as a storyteller. You will each hear that in your mind as Uktena tells it to you. Very good, my children. Even Xavier will hear this, but it'll be almost a whisper.
Well, okay, everyone is ready?
Ready.
So, first things first. How does our dear Theurge here plan on guiding his pack?
Well, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. It's a dream. I will be guided. I will be guided to Homeland because my dream will guide me. Of course, it's obvious. I mean, what are you asking?
Okay, so you think you know where to go because you're in a dream. Do me a favor, because this is obviously what you would have done. Let's channel the quote-unquote ancestors for the knowledge that's already yours. It's buried in your head. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
And you're probably going for Umbralore or Tenalore, most likely. Unless you're going for Wormlore.
No, not going for Wormlore. I will leave that to you because right now Kotori only has, at this very moment, he only has Umbra 1 and Uktena 2. So
either one will work. Either one will work.
okay, then he will.
I'll give
know
you
the
-1 difficulty though.
To know for channeling the ancestor.
Yeah.
Okay. So considering that the Uktena are a very secretive tribe, and that even with Umbralore it will be more difficult, he will channel the knowledge of his ancestors to give him more knowledge about his tribe, and maybe, find a proper way in Uktena way that might be unknown to outsiders of a tribe.
All right,
So-
that sounds good. Just remember, any bonuses your totem may help you with this.
Bonus of my totem?
Yeah, I can't remember if Uktena gives totem bonuses. That I may be wrong.
No. Except no, it wouldn't, because that's an ancestor roll. But for enigmas and no,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
let's
go ahead.
So difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Since I'm channeling a light ancestor, and 2 success, which will boost me to Tenalore 4.
All right. You're pretty sure you know where to go. So let's go ahead and get you with a intelligence of Tenalore check.
Okay.
Let's just see what you get. I ain't telling you difficulty.
Would creative logic work or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
it would.
started. I don't know. I don't know the difficulty. It can be a failure or not.
No, you have 2 successes thanks to the 10. You have enough to get started. You will have to make a check later on. All right, so you think you know where to start. Let's get you guys started. Let's get you guys, if you're not already in the Umbra, let's cross over into the Umbra. I imagine you are, though.
Yeah, we are in Bill.
Okay. All right. So first things first, you're in the Umbral Reflection of the Sept of the Green. You know you're going to have to go through the city to get out, because you don't know a moon bridge there. So I'm just going to be so kind, so very kind, and just roll a little chance. And let's hope it doesn't go sideways. I think our official FTs in here will agree that that's fair enough, that if they can make a stealth check collectively where they each get 2 successes, they can get out of the city.
Oh, thank God, it's collective.
That's each of you.
Oh.
Each
of us have.
Getting 2 successes on a stealth check.
Oh.
Please feel free to assume any form to make it easier for yourself.
Obviously, Kotori will be his lupus form. And I think that the Worm Raiders veteran will activate the Blur of the Milky Eye, except for poor Xavier.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was very nice.
I'm thinking that.
Okay.
That's 2 for the blur of the, that's 2 for the Blur of the Milky Eye, so that's. I should make a note of that.
I have 4 successes for Blur of the Milky Eye.
Awesome.
Xavier will take lupus form. And
Smiles is going to
woohoo, barely passed.
into
4 successes.
Hispo.
Katori only got 1 success on stealth, or 1 for blur.
For Blur.
Okay.
Gonna roll then the stealth. So let's check.
Do you want a dex stealth or a wit stealth roll?
Whichever's higher. I'm being nice right now.
Oh, then maybe.
Do I get the shadowing speciality?
Shadowing speciality, you're not tracking anything.
Okay. 4 successes on the stealth roll.
Very good.
4 successes.
5 successes on the stealth roll. My apologies.
Very nice. Very nice to everyone. Congratulations. You managed to avoid all the net spiders that are putting up a new web.
Uh-oh.
You see a rather large web when you're making your way south towards New Jersey.
Oh God, no.
You will travel for
Wait
a
a
few
second.
miles.
South from. Hang on, we're referring the Sept of the Green.
You're traveling
Well, we got-
southwest to be precise.
Alright, okay, sorry. I was going to say, because it's kind of like north.
I
northwest
think
to New
that
Jersey.
me and Xavier must do wits roll in order not
Curiosity?
to fall into our curiosity flow and say, "Oh wow, it's nice. Let's go there."
That's up to you guys. However, I will say this. One of you has common sense as well.
Yeah.
And so that's a little buffer. But go ahead and make your rolls.
No, I mean, I think that's only fair to think that if I see
It's
something
very
new,
fair. It's very fair.
I should check. Okay, it's good. Kotori isn't. You need
No.
to,
Xavier.
Xavier is not good.
but you
All
have
right.
common sense.
So here is what I'm going to say. Xavier will likely stop as you guys are running, or slow down, and probably peer closer at the web that's in the distance. Would you be so kind, sir, as to make me a perception, either alertness or primal urge? Either one will work.
Okay, so perception, primal urge. It's okay. And it's difficulty -2.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Difficulty 5 for you right now.
okay? 1,
Ooh,
3,
very
4,
good. 5 successes. I will give it to you, sir. What you see, and mind you, it is a larger version of what I'm about to show you. But you see this before you, and each one of these that you see is the size of a dually truck as they are forming a new web on a bridge.
Xavier will quickly back away and catch up with the others.
Good man, good man. I will say one minor difference about these compared to several net spiders and pattern spiders in the area. They look thinner. Something to tack away for later, I think. Alright. So you guys have made your way. You guys have made your way out of the city. You are approaching the wilderness. The wild is stronger here. You're definitely going to pass spirits of all sorts at this point. You will see electricity spirits, little gafflings of them along the power lines, as they've been there for a long time. You will see trees that are still thriving. You will even see rabbits on occasion. You will see birds. You will see some predators. What you don't see is any sort of bane at all. So you're good on that one. You're going to continue running for a while. I'm going to say it's probably, you're going to run for a good 30 minutes, at least. When Kotori will lift his nose to the air and realizes he needs to make a decision about which way to go. He can either go up into the hills, or he can go down into a valley, or he can go deeper. Please make me your intelligence umbrella check again.
I just love the choice, like, you can go there, or deeper. Okay, let's see. So that...
Creative logic does apply. It is 3 successes. You have enough to continue. You know at this point you need to go into the umbral reflection of a cave that is on the other side of the valley. I'm going to allow you guys, as you will go down this way, to make me perception alertness checks.
Can I substitute primal urge for alertness?
I will allow it, considering what you're looking at potentially is spiritual.
Okay.
Two successes for Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Very
for,
good.
For Kotori.
One,
Did anyone not get any successes?
6 successes for Smiles.
No, I think we're all good.
In the distance, then, this is what you are going to see as you come across a river. You're going to see a bear spirit hunting and fishing. It does not appear to notice you, but this is a rather large spirit, larger than even the tallest of you in Krenos.
Let's not disturb this one. We can't afford to get distracted.
Actually, is the cave... I'm going to ask, is the cave big enough to get to have the bear enter it?
Why, it's funny that you asked that question. It's actually big enough for 3 to walk abreast. You would assume that this is a larger mouth in the Umbra than it is in the Tellurian. Do you want to make me an intelligence Umbralore check as to why that might be?
Of course.
Good man.
Of course. All the rolls.
Good, good. You have enough. The biggest reason you can think of is that either a large area of spiritual activity happens there, or it is more spiritually significant than it is physically significant.
Hmm. So we're going for the good way, but actually, genuinely, my question was, can the bear enter? As in, is this the bear's cave?
You don't know. You're not close enough just yet. You're going to have to check it out first.
Okay, then we will get into the direction of this cave since we need to find one, and this one apparently seems to fit the bill.
Yeah.
And but yeah, this is actually what Kotori wants to know first before entering, because what he's thinking right now is that there is this giant bear spirit. There is a cave. It is known bear goes into caves. So right now, if a cave would seems big enough to contain the bear and that it shows activities of an animal spirit, such as the bear, then he will probably actually go to the bear and ask permission to enter its den, go further, because he's a very polite lupus.
Okay. Well, are you checking it out first, or are you going to the bear first?
Ouch, my dear. No, first he wants to get close enough in order to judge whether or not the cave is big enough for. If he sees, this is how it goes. If he sees enough activities to determine that yes, a wild animal is supposed to live there, the bear fits the bill, so it belongs to the bear. This is
All
what
right.
he wants to find first.
Here is another hand of kindness I will give you. This is something you would know anyway.
Mhm.
You may want to allow your auspicial scout to do this.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
Smiles, would you please do us the honor of checking if this cave belongs to this brother bear spirit, so that if it does, we don't insult him and prone him to anger because of our intrusion.
Okay. So Smiles will head towards and into the cave, sniffing for the scent of the bear spirit. Yeah, just
Okay.
investigating generally. Staying.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Yes. Do you want to
Make me. Please do.
Is his blur still active, just to make sure?
Yeah, let's say your blur's still active. You're still in the same realm. All right.
That is 6 successes.
The bear does not notice you as you go that way. You get to the cave, and you can indeed see scratch marks around it. You can see what appear to be traces of bones. You can see what appears to be tufts of fur, but they don't match the color of the bear, and when you smell, they don't smell like the bear.
Would I have anything that I could relate the smell to, or not?
In practical knowledge, for what your character would have access to, I need to know this first because I don't know this.
Yep.
Where is Smiles in the Night actually from?
Appalachia.
Appalachians. No.
Okay. So Smiles will send over the pack link. The cave is not the bears, but there is something here. Or a predator. I don't know what it is.
Well, and Kotori turns to Andre. What do you real that? It's your decision.
Can you send an image of these claw marks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smiles will send over images of the bones, the claw marks, and above all else, the big thing he'll be sending through is the smell.
Awesome.
It's the dominant thing that he sends through.
What the claw marks appear to be to you is each one that happens has only 2 claw marks. So say there's
2 talons, as it were, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Hmm.
Can we make an intelligence roll to try and basically the same thing that Smiles would have done if he had a good disposition?
Yes. And I should have asked this a moment ago. How much Spirit Lore does Smiles have?
Spirit Lore 1.
Okay, so not enough.
Nope.
So anyone with Spirit Lore 2 or higher can make the check.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Intelligent Spirit Lore?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your specialty does not apply.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so...
You have 1 success.
1 success.
You think it's a giant bird.
Weird. That seems like a bird. Giant bird. But
What seems like a bird?
Yeah, remember, he doesn't have the pack link yet.
oh. Sorry, Xavier. There seems to be the cave doesn't belong to the bear. Apparently, it's one of a bird who apparently lives to claw mark. And there are also apparently. You said they were fur. They're
was fur.
Fur. Okay.
Yeah.
And there were fur inside the cave, but apparently it doesn't belong to the bear.
Specifically, it's a green fur.
Jason,
Yes.
can I make a intelligence academics roll to try to find out if there's like anything is there like a living counterpart to this bird or something like that?
You haven't seen the claw marks yourself yet. Once you have seen them, I will allow you to make the check.
Sorry, did you say the fur was green?
It's green.
Okay, Smiles is also going to say that because basically nothing in green fur is ridiculously it basically just doesn't exist. So he's going to say whatever is here is really strange.
Really strange. How?
The fur is green.
You mean the fur is the color of the grass?
Yes, I have never seen that. He'll be like, nothing has that. I'm not saying I haven't seen it, but nothing has fur like that.
Perhaps we should consult with Octaner on this.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Then.
Octina, when this basically gets mentioned, will come into your mind's eye, looking through Smiles in the Night's eyes. Yes, children. Yes. You have found something worthwhile. This is a rock den. This is a rock den. And this word does go to Xavier. A rock den. And now you can make an academics check. How much academics do you have?
3.
That is enough to make it a difficulty 8.
Would a
Oh,
child
golly.
1, 2.
they would? Okay, you've done well. I was going to say, would a child of Griffin be able to make such a roll? But
Oh. Ooh. You have Red Talon lore?
I do have Red Talon lore. I have Red
How
Talon
much?
only 1.
No.
OOC, I know what a rock is.
I know.
Oh yeah, so do I. But that's why I was asking. Wait a minute.
What Xavier will remember from school, oddly enough, in a rather boring history class. He remembers
History
hearing-
classes are not boring for Xavier, please.
No, I'm saying this was a particularly boring day.
Okay.
You remember touching on a spot of Greek mythology that was just really not that interesting the teacher was doing. You don't remember why. Maybe the teacher was sick. Maybe you had your eye on that pretty girl with the pink streak in her hair who sat in front of you in class.
Nope.
I don't know. But either way, you remember hearing about some of the Grecian monsters. One of them being a great vulture-like bird who consumed things around it, who was the size of, I believe, a small house. You think it would fit the description of a rock.
So Xavier actually turns to Andrei and Kotori. So what we are against is a huge vulture.
Well, considering the size of the cave, can't be that big.
Well, things never seem what they are here. So then, do you have a decision to do?
How old is the smell?
The smell is rather old, actually.
Okay, so smells for like this. There doesn't seem to have been anything here in a while. Stay sensible. But come.
Okay. You guys can proceed.
Though I do have to wonder if this bear is so close to this cave, does not belong to it. I wonder why the rock has not drawn them off.
Well, there are only two ways to find out. Either we go in and we find out, or we go to the bear and we ask the questions, and then we go inside. Or,
A thought will come to Kotori's mind. Either way, I have to go.
La 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 la. He starts to walk into the direction of the cave, but considering his indecision, he is at equidistance of the cave and the bear, and he will, when he gets to perfect distance, he will stop and look left, look right, look left, look right, like he is trying to. He's trying to decide for himself unless the alpha makes a decision. For the bear, the cave. For the bear, the cave. For the bear.
Yeah, handman. Bloody hell. Andre will send him a message down the pat link to Smiles. How deep is the cave?
Smiles will, I don't know yet, and investigate further.
All right. Pool number 2. All right, that's good to know. So, you look in the cave, and immediately what happens as you step in is the proverbial cliche bat swarm comes out. Some coming across your face, none actually hitting you or hurting you, but bats fly out in a continuous stream that seems to last for about 20 seconds. as they come out and their screeching overwhelms you, there's one other sound that you hear. You hear the sound almost like a rock falling away from what's the proper word? Aquifer, and water falling out of it.
Smiles will just say, hide, wait, over the pack link, and slowly, carefully, sniffing the whole way, listening, he will go deeper.
Do me a favor and make perception alertness check, please. Difficulty 6 for you in your lupus form.
I'm not in lupus, I'm in Hispo. I have heightened senses active, which makes
Okay, so it's still difficulty 6 then,
any
I think.
possibility of primal urge or not?
No.
One.
That's good enough. Alright, so you get in there, and you're able to traverse several feet in, as light seems to glow from mushrooms that are inside. You'll see water falling down as a hole has a walkway that goes down to what appears to be the formings of an underground pond. It doesn't spiral down, as some of you may be assuming. It goes to one end and then cuts back on itself, zigzagging back and forth. And the bottom, you can barely make out the enormous skeletal remains of some creature.
There is something dead in here. I can't quite see what, but it's big.
Send an image to the pack link.
Yep. And Smile sense the what he can see. He looks as much as he can.
Yeah,
Unfamiliar with relying on sight as his primary sense.
it's really, really, really fucking big. About the size of a city bus. It's a skeleton of a bird.
Are we assuming this to be the rock?
I don't know. Do you know how to look at a rock look like? I know I don't.
I don't either. But it's big enough to be something. The only question is, if a creature like this went into this cave and fell down, maybe it was thrown in there. Smiles come out.
Yep.
The bear seems to be paying you guys no mind still, by the way.
Well, Smiles will, having looked into the pool, it's ultimately dead and it's not worth his mind bothering with. He will go deeper. After checking that actually the smell that he doesn't recognize, but he's been told is a rock, is strongest at the pool.
Yep, it sure is.
So yeah, Smiles will say, rock, that thing. The smell came from this pond. Whatever it is, that thing is dead. And we'll continue further into the cave.
Alright, so what did Katori decide, unless his alpha's dragging him along?
Katori.
I basically told Smiles in the Night to come back.
Oh,
Yep.
I thought you said go deeper. Oh, then Smiles will head back.
Good man.
While saying, come into the cave. There's no danger yet here.
Smiles
Maybe.
comes out with no harm, with some light traces of guano on his feet.
Hmm.
Okay, then, so, you going or what?
I think we should probably. Well, then he looks over towards the bear. And we're saying that this bear is like bigger than the average bear.
He's
And
bigger
I'm
than
not trying to
all of us
make. I'm not
combined.
trying to make a yogi joke. I promise.
He is bigger than any of you in your Krenos or Hispo forms.
Your jokes aren't good, Urian. Right. And now I've just completely lost my train of thought. Thanks, guys.
And
Yeah,
that goes for you preempting the joke.
But yeah,
That's what you get.
it's big. It's big. Probably, would it be fair to assume that it's a small house?
I would actually say the size of like a. If you were on Krenos on all fours, you're the size of a small truck. This
Mhm.
thing is the size of a full-size van, like for people who lay carpet.
Hmm.
Mm.
Do you remember the stories about the bear shifters? I only heard them once.
Roll your curiosity. I know you need to.
I would more say, what do I know? Being a Uktena, who
With
being
current Tenelor.
yeah,
Yeah, let's see it.
because considering that the pure tribe.
Do I need to roll curiosity as well?
If you've never heard of them, maybe. Depends
Yeah,
on what your Garu
I
lore
never-
is.
So if it's 7-4, if it's 8, 2 successes.
I have Garul or 1, and I've never heard of them.
Okay, you've never heard of them, period, then. So, yes, make me a curiosity check.
And what do I roll for that?
Wits.
Hmm. Looks like I'm fine.
All right. So, here's what Katori remembers, as it were.
Mhm.
Bear changers, also called the Garal, were heavily killed by the Garu during the Second War of Rage. Why, you don't remember. You know the Pure Tribes and certain pieces of them continue tenuous relations, and you know that they tend to sleep for an exorbitant amount of time.
Mm.
You also know that they did come, much like wolves, in a Homid breed and a bear breed. You cannot remember anyone who you know who has actually met one that lives. But Laughing Coyote did sit with one once to discuss matters of healing that you know that they were very good at.
I want to ask things, but my wits say no.
You're not that curious.
Yeah. No, because actually, now that I think of it, this is Can I make the would I be able to make the difference between a bear spirit and a skin changer, who is basically, would I make the difference?
Actually, yes, you could with a simple perception primal urge roll.
Okay, then perception primal urge. Difficulty standard.
Yeah.
Okay, and
That is
for success.
That is a being of pure spirit.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but that's well, I would say that's just a bear spirit. He's not a Garal.
Oh well. Perhaps. Well. Perhaps after. I think we should check to see if the presence of the worm is around here before we approach him.
Sense worm, I guess.
Ah, you doubters. We are not corrupted. This is Silverfang propaganda.
Okay.
Okay. So, perception occult on Kotori.
Is it still
Uh,
a standard? Is it still standard diff?
Yeah, it's the appropriate difficulty. It's the standard one for Zinsworm.
Ah.
I got a point.
So no, but the question is, if I think it's a nightmare bear, do I make a roll to sense worm because I don't want to go near that thing?
I don't know. Do you?
Actually, yes, I would, because then I would totally know that I shouldn't go. Okay, let's see.
By the way, 4 successes for Xavier on.
That's actually quite good. Quite good.
Dun dun. Difficulty is
Difficulty 7.
8. Oh, 7.
Right now. It's a variable difficulty one.
Okay, so it's 1 success.
Okay. All right. Sense worms. There's obviously the general sense that happens when you're out in the wilderness. Things die. It happens. So you get that general sense. But that's supposed to happen.
Mhm.
You ever smell it coming like crazy from inside the cave, which is where you know you need to go. For Kotori, this will make sense.
Yes. And he will just, he will say, "Let's go," and he just is tired of waiting, talking. Because this is his dream, goddammit.
Actually, Xavier will go to Andre and will say, the presence of worm is really intense inside that cave.
Figured as much. Is the bear clean? Again, is the bear clean?
As far as they know.
Okay. So the cave it is then. Don't want to disturb the bear. Is there anything?
As you say those words specifically, you almost seem like you hear something in the distance that you can't quite place. You hear the sound from out here of water running. As it smiles, you will hear it increase, obviously, first, and it's coming more rapidly.
Right. From which direction?
From where it was filling up.
The cave is flooding, I think.
Flooding?
I hear.
Link?
Yeah.
What's difficulty for sense magic in the direction of a cave?
Oh. You don't sense magic.
Okay. Then, la 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 la, going to the cave, la 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 la.
Don't go into the cave just yet.
Oh, I don't care. This is my dream. Basically, you get that. You get that straight away, straight away in the backlink. This is my dream. This is my nightmare. I do what I want. And he walks.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to defer to either Shelby or Urian on this decision for what happens. But Jason, do you take that as a challenge to your authority as Alpha?
No, not necessarily, because I know that Kotori is completely marbles and conquers.
Okay, just making sure.
I know because OOC, both OOC and IC, I know he has a derangement.
Okay, just making sure.
And he is
Well,
obviously
okay,
insane right now, so yes.
Okay, cool. Kotori goes galumping in the cave then, I guess.
Smiles follows very swiftly after Kotori.
Xavier, stay outside the cave for the moment.
Of course.
And Andre, through the pack link, will basically tell Smiles, get Katori out here quickly. Need to find out where the water's coming from.
There was a pole in the cave. I'll get Katori out and I'll investigate it more.
Mm-hmm.
And Smiles will run after Katori. And how far has Katori got into the cave?
You said you're following him quickly. I'm gonna say he's made it to the first zigzag down.
Smiles will lightly nip Katori. Get out. I will go first. I've been in here. I know where I'm going. Get out, and I'll guide the rest of you in.
And yeah, he will let you go first, but he followed directly after you.
And Smiles will send through the link. Katori is not leaving. I am leading him the way that I went, that I found the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
The first bit in is safe. Come until it goes down.
Thank you. And Andre turns to Xavier. Follow me into the safe bit. Make sure that our exit is unhindered.
Can you say that again, please?
Andre basically said, tell you to come into the safe bit of the cave with him to make sure that their exit is unobstructed.
Okay.
All the while this is going on, water is continuing to fill. At this point, Smiles may or may not notice that the first level, the first bit of the ramp that goes up to the top of the cave has been overcome by water.
So,
And when you come inside, you can see where the water is coming from.
right. So, so can we get past it at all, or?
Well, do you want to make me a check if you go down further to see what's going on? Or does Katori, if he looks down, want to make me one last intelligence of Tenelor check as well?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the specialty does apply. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5
4 or
successes.
5 successes. Good. And Smiles' check.
Intelligence of Tenelor.
No. You're just looking.
Intelligence looking lore.
Yes, you're just looking.
Yeah. Straight intelligence roll. Is that?
Okay, that's actually not terrible. You understand caves. You know caves sometimes have hidden ways out. You know caves sometimes have ponds that connect to other areas. You're hoping that's what this is. Katori,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are going to have to get wet. To get to a homeland of a spirit of water, you have to go through the water.
And Katori will look at Smile, look at the water, and say, "Well, it's been a pleasure to see you, dear guide. But I'm the one who knows the way. So now, this is the time where you swim, and whoop, he's going to go for the water." Calling the
Okay.
others, calling Andre and all. It's a dream, goddammit. I risk nothing.
Okay.
And then he's going to call Andre for the backling and say, "Okay, we're going to get wet, but it's okay. Water spirit. Uktana. Makes
Smiles
sense."
will alternatively send Come now, restrain Katori.
So, the
Really?
question I have is, are you attempting to jump off from the second run down, or are you actually trying to run down into the water?
Into the water.
Run or
And-
jump?
Mm, how far is it? Because then I would make an intelligence, a pure intelligence sense to think like, is this the stupidest thing I ever made?
It's over 10 meters.
So kind of stupid.
Kind of stupid, but it's a dream.
Let's make. I will give you a choice. You will tell me which one you think is better. Either curiosity or willpower, because maybe his ancestors or his unconscious saying, "Don't jump, you fucking idiot! Don't jump." So, either wits or
I'll let you make a
willpower.
willpower roll on it.
Okay.
Success means you don't jump.
Mhm.
Difficulty 6.
Okay, I don't jump.
You start running down.
I run down.
And obviously, I imagine the other two are going to be following along quite quickly.
But I still wait a little bit for him. I'm just going and say, "Come on, you slowpokes!" Even in my dream, you slow. Damn.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to have to come and get him.
Yeah. So Smiles will also run in, jump into the water.
Okay. How long are you waiting, Katori? Are you actually going to wait for them all to get down?
I'm waiting for. Since I have kind of paternal instinct toward Xavier, I wait for Xavier to actually, to see actually Xavier and starts to arrive. But yeah, as long as he's like 5 or 6 meters to me, then yeah, he's good enough. I jump.
Okay. All right. I must say you all get rather close. You seeing Katori getting ready to get into the water and straight go somewhere in it. What do you guys do?
I hope.
Swim after Katori, realistically.
All right. Here comes the fun bit. All right. And now I need you to, whoever has Umbralore, specifically in this case, I guess Katori needs to make the check, but anyone else who has Umbralore, at least one, can make the check as well. You don't see any way you can get out through here. You don't see anything at all other than the pond. However, you might sense something with a Perception Primal Urge check, and if you do, then you definitely need to make an Umbralore check.
Okay, so I have no Umbrella, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Okay.
Difficulty how much for the perception?
Oh, it's difficulty 4 after your bonus, if any.
Two.
You can feel a weakness in the spiritual landscape straight down.
And he waits,
And now you need to make me that Intelligence Umbralord check.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you a bonus of a -1 to it because of something you recently encountered from a certain Uktena.
Okay. So difficulty how much? For this one?
Difficulty 6.
Yeah. 3 successes.
You know
Mhm.
that you can manipulate the Umbra by spending your Gnosis.
Mm.
You know that, you think, especially with your other knowledge, that you need to open a hole in the bottom of this pond and get through it.
Okay, then I'm waiting for everyone to jump as I'm swimming, What are you waiting? It's fine. Go on. Jump.
How deep is the water? Is Kotori
don't
going
know.
underwater?
He's not going underwater. He's kind of doing the dog paddle thing around in a circle right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Well, Xavier is following Andre. Wherever he goes, Xavier goes.
Xavier, as your beta, I demand that you jump into this water. Come on, the weather is good.
It's actually rather comfortable water too. You are not backpedaling in Lupus.
I don't care. It's my dream. So
I'm gonna need a minute.
That's okay.
oh,
Fucking hell, Damien.
Sorry, I didn't make the roll for him.
Don't apologize for him.
I love you, Coyote. So are we jumping or not? Because at that point, if Kotori
I'll
sees
say that they're already all down there.
okay, then good. Then Kotori first is going to check into the water to see if the bottom is deep or not.
You can't see the bottom.
Okay. Kotori is then going to Shelby.
Mhm.
I would like to know what is the Gnosis rating of my coin to have
6.
so that I can brave. Difficulty 6. Okay. Then Link, I activate the talent that I gained from a water spirit, which allows me to basically breathe underwater for 10 minutes, like a fish.
Gotcha.
Xavier also has that.
If you think you need to use it, I'd be a smart puppy and either spin the Gnosis or roll the Gnosis of the item.
I will try to hold the Gnosis. Yes. Of course. It works.
Very good. You don't destroy it. It activates.
Okay, so he turns to everyone. So I'm going to go under, and I'm going to create a hole for us to go through. So I will probably have to use some Gnosis on that. So if you can follow me under and maybe lend it a little bit so that we can do it easily, it's good. And he turns to smile because obviously being Lupus, they have way more than the others to combine.
Letting you know that even if you were just standing at the shins when you guys got down there, meaning Andre and Xavier, it is now up to your waist. So it is rising rather rapidly.
Mm. And he
Alright.
goes.
Are you spinning Gnosis or are you rolling your Gnosis in an attempt to manipulate it?
I would say that first he's going to try and use the Gnosis. I mean, it's a dream.
Roll your Gnosis.
Depends on the difficulty, but
You have enough successes considering what's going on right now. As you touch the bottom, and your nose hits the very bottom as you are looking almost directly in the face of the skull of this bird, you begin to manipulate the Umbrascape as a hole widens and widens and widens, and make me a strength check.
You douchebag.
Strength athletics, difficulty 9.
Oh god. Okay. I fear nothing. This is a dream.
You're breathing just fine.
Yes.
You do not immediately get pulled under. However, as this happens, I'm giving this one round for any of you to attempt to run away. Those above the water will see the water begin to spin downwards.
Through the pack link, everybody get up to the top right now. Spiral. Trap.
Alright, Mr. Damien, make me a check again.
So the
Strength
same.
athletics. Yep.
Okay.
Only for one more round, though.
I don't give a damn. This is my dream.
You don't get stuck down, but you can't move up either. You're staying in place, basically. You guys don't see Katori coming up, and you see the water begin to spin faster. Please make me strength athletics checks, each of you who are near the surface, at difficulty 5, just to make sure that you don't get pulled down any. It's not terribly strong where you're at yet.
Difficulty 5?
3 successes.
Good man.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
2 successes.
That's 1 success. 2 successes. Those with more than 1 success are able to actually move back and move up, as it takes quite a bit of effort. However, Xavier can't seem to move. His efforts basically keep him churning in place. And now, as the new round begins, Katori, make me the check again at difficulty 10. As the water is now pulling you down.
I should have listened to my ancestors.
Do you say that over the pack link?
That's my catchphrase when I fucked up. So yes, I said it. I should have listened to my ancestors.
And you guys no longer feel Katori near you, but you still feel him in the pack link.
There must be a portal at the bottom of the pool to something.
Oh, to where though?
All right,
Where
Xavier,
are you?
since you were not able to make the check to get out, make me the check. Difficulty 6 this time.
Smiles, sorry, we'll just say, well, wherever Katori's gone.
Did you botch?
Badly.
He wants. This is
All right.
he's my sword. He needs to join his master down at the bottom.
You see Xavier start to begin to climb out as he grabs part of the rock wall to give himself a little bit of leverage. As the rock wall pulls away and more water spews out, forcing him down. And the same feeling you have with Katori hits him, but not fully. It's like his legs are stuck in between a portal as he is underwater.
18. So yeah, Smiles will be like, well, Katori's down, Xavier's going down, we need to go down. Wherever they are, we're in this together. And dives down.
Not by the whim of a single madman, by our own collective madness.
Alright, so jumping in, Smiles isn't even resisting it anymore and just rams right into Xavier as he makes his way down into it.
Yeah.
Andre jump in? Or does he stay out as he feels his packmates very, very far away?
Oh, the fuck, I need a new character. Yeah, might as well jump in.
Okay. Here is what happens. So, any of you guys ever seen Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
Yes.
No.
Mhm. What is it?
That mixed with Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory Ride? As
No.
terrible hallucinations pass through your mind as you go down what seems to be a giant water slide. Visions of the past, of the potential future, of yourselves old and gray-bearded, as your family around you, as you're dead, as you're destroyed, as life beginning for you, as you see your parents again, all of you. As you all fall onto a pine tree.
And yeah, Duncan, that's right.
When you fall, please soak 6 points of bashing.
Rough. Okay. So
Unless you
there's
have perfect balance, there is no check.
Oh, yes. Okay, Andre lands Well, he's in lupus form, so he can't do the whole Assassin's Creed
Nope,
weird
you
eagle
can make
dash thing.
can make a Dex Athletics check. Each success will eliminate 1 point of bashing.
Okay.
Okay, so since we are in Viambra, I would like to remember to Worm Raiders that they have their bonus from Kenna.
Many
Xavier just
successes.
goes ahead and takes 3 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, I will describe that momentarily, sir.
So, you said 6,
6.
so that's 3 for Kotori.
Yeah. It hurts pretty good. It's the equivalent of you spraining your jaw and maybe breaking one tailbone. Andre, however, some fucking how as he's falling, tumbles over, and as he's falling, begins running down the tree and bounds near the ground, turning his momentum into a roll. That he lands, feet first, tail out, and eyes forward.
Absolutely.
Smiles gets
Right.
5.
Smiles what?
Smiles gets 5 successes instantly.
You're able to just get lightly banged up as you fall down the branches.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say you all land on top of each other with the people taking the most damage at the bottom.
Andre is Faith and Kenway.
There is one thing of note, though. When you land and your senses come about you, you feel home. All of you feel home. And with that, I think we need to take a short break, people.
Mm-hmm. You guys are heavy!
Andre gets off.
Go ahead
Well, obviously he's
and
lupus, so he can't do that whole thing.
go ahead and in the current hangout, we will pick another one back up in about 10 minutes, guys.
Okay,